And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's live stream, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, it is Cup final day. Yes, we have got a bit of news for you ahead of the clash, of course. A bit of team news and all the rest of it in regards to Liverpool and, of course, Chelsea. But again, everyone kind of making their way down there. Again, that everybody's kind of in the Liverpool camp at this moment in time, maybe a bit not pessimistic. Obviously excitement is building, but a bit of anxiety just due to the injury crisis at this moment in time, which is only normal when it comes to a cup final. Look, nobody wants to lose it, but as soon as that final whistle goes, I always believe that Anfield South will erupt, and as I said, the fan base will get behind this team, and as I said, despite there being injuries and all the rest of it, will feel very confident, put in a performance that we'll be proud of, and go out there and win this first trophy of the season. But as stated, guys, there has been a bit of team news. Whilst we won't get confirmation of the team news in terms of the official lineups for another 3 hours, again, Sky Sports correspondents have been down there, of course, at Wembley, and kind of issued some bad news with regards to Liverpool at this moment in time. That, of course, being with regards to our starting lineup. Look, in the build-up, we have been talking. Main stories have been with regards to injuries and who's going to be missing for this cup final. But Pep Lijnders did state that 3 players could potentially make it, and we'll see how they are on the day. Those players were being Darwin Núñez, Mohamed Salah, and then, of course, Dominic Szoboszlai. However, Sky Sports' Vinny O'Connor has came out already and stated that there has been no sign of Mo Salah, no sign of Darwin Núñez, and no sign of Dominic Szoboszlai in with the team as they made their way onto the Wembley turf this morning. Now, again, Jurgen Klopp, we know what he's like. I don't think any of these players at this moment in time would have been starting regardless. I don't think any of them would have started the game due to them just coming back. However, potentially could have made an impact off of the bench if needs be, especially going into extra time. However, Vinny O'Connor has stated that there is no sign of Mo Salah, no sign of Darwin Núñez, and no sign of Dominic Szoboszlai at this moment in time, which I believe at this moment in time is fairly bad news. However, it doesn't necessarily, signs point towards them not making the matchday squad at all, but maybe just points to the fact that they might not start. Who knows? Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm a bit more of an optimist rather than a pessimist. However, most Liverpool fans are looking at this information. A lot of the sort of fan media sites are looking at this information from Sky Sports and treating it as bad news. However, we won't fully know the extent of it until the team lineups are, of course, published. But just to confirm to you, no sign of Dominic Szoboszlai, no sign of Darwin Núñez, and no sign of Mohamed Salah when they've made their way onto the Wembley turf, which usually indicates what the matchday squad will be, which would be a huge blow, of course, because I was hoping that we could either see Mo Salah come in, maybe a Dominic Szoboszlai come in, maybe a Darwin Núñez come in as the game sort of went on, maybe for a different impetus of ideas, and especially going into extra time, they could have definitely made an impact. So it is what it is. We can't change the team or the injuries, regardless of whatever it is. We might get a bit of a curveball later on the day. As stated, this is the latest news from Sky Sports. We may, of course, get a bit of a curveball, and some of them, or one of them at least, may be able to make an impact off of the bench. We don't know that at this moment in time, but it looks unlikely. However, we can't change the team or the injuries. We just need to focus on the game. We need to focus on the team that we have at hand, and the players have confidence, support the boys out on the field to make sure that they get the job done, because I do believe we have the quality in this team to get the job done and, of course, lift that trophy against this Chelsea side. As stated, I do expect the red half of Wembley to be very, very vocal today, so let's stay positive for this one. But guys, if you are just joining this live stream, please do hit the old like button, hit the subscribe button, and of course give me your score predictions down there in the live chat. If you're watching on a replay, then just fire down into the comment section below. Let me know your score predictions for this game. I've got a bit of news with regards to some Chelsea team news as well, and it's being stated that at this moment in time, Sky Sports again believe that it's going to be an unchanged team from the team that, of course, got a draw against Manchester City. I'll go through that team right now and tell you the exact lineup that they did field, so you can try and get a feel for it. But the unchanged team that's being predicted by Sky Sports, or was being announced by Sky Sports, was as follows: Petrovic in goal, Chilwell, Colwill, DSI, and Gusto as the back four. In the midfield was Fernandes, Caicedo, Sterling, Gallagher, Palmer, and then Nicholas Jackson leading the line for Chelsea. So as stated, Sky Sports at this moment in time are stating that Chelsea will be going for an unnamed or an unchanged lineup for the one that got the draw against Manchester City. So take of that what you will. But again, we'll get confirmation in around 3 hours time at the time of recording this live stream with regards to their team lineup and ours, of course. But guys, if you are just joining us today, and if you are just joining us this morning, Sky Sports correspondent Vinny O'Connor at Wembley today for Sky Sports has reported that there is no sign of Darwin Núñez, Mo Salah and Dominic Szoboszlai. Of course, those three players were doubts going into the match. We knew that. However, some of us optimistic fans amongst us did feel that maybe that they would be able to make an impact at some point throughout the game. However, it does look unlikely that either three of them will make the bench, which is a huge blow ahead of it. But as I keep on stating, guys, we can't change that. We got to just get behind the team. We've just got to make sure we get behind the boys that are playing. And as I stated, I do feel we have enough to go out there and win this clash. Now, I'm going to go through my sort of predicted lineup, if you like. I've spoke about it before, how I think we're going to line up today. Obviously, we'll get confirmation a bit later on. But I do believe it will be Kelleher in goal, Bradley as a right back, Konate, Van Dijk and Robertson to slide in at left. Yes, there could be debate made of who starts between Joe Gomez and Andy Robertson, but the fact that, of course, Andy Robertson came on in the second half, I do believe he'll start this game. And then, of course, if we do go to extra time, we've got that confidence that Joe Gomez can make an impact coming in at left back as well to replace him should he need it. In the midfield, I'm going to go for McAllister, and then I'm going to go for Endo, and then I'm going to go for Gravenberch. As stated, I do believe Endo, McAllister and Gravenberch, in fact. Gravenberch has been fairly inconsistent at this football club at this moment in time, but I do believe over the last few games he showed some quality and probably the reasons as to why we went on to sign him. Up top, instead of Mo Salah, I'm going to have Elliott out on the right, Gakpo probably down into the centre as the sort of centre forward role, and then Diaz out on the left. So again, if you look at that on paper, yes, our bench is probably going to be fielded with a lot of youth and a lot of youngsters. I do believe that could be enough to go win it. It's going to be a challenge, of course. It's Wembley. It's a cup final, both up at and then for it. But I do believe we will have enough. And as I said, the 12th man in the crowd should and hopefully will get us over the line. We'll probably feature with a really young bench. And as stated, it does seem as though Núñez, Salah and Dom Szoboszlai don't look like they're going to be involved at this moment in time. That comes from Vinny O'Connor. That comes from Vinny O'Connor of Sky Sports, guys. None of this pie in the sky stuff. Sky Sports correspondents at Wembley now and have reported and stated only moments ago that Darwin Núñez, Dom Szoboszlai and Mo Salah aren't with the squad at this moment in time. They weren't seen walking onto the park at Wembley, which is a telling sign. It's a telling sign that they won't be a part of the squad. However, having stated that, look, we didn't think they'd be a part of the starting 11 anyway, just because they were a doubt going into this one. But who knows? Could potentially be a curveball later on. We'll find out and potentially make an impact from the bench. I don't know. But as stated from Sky Sports, it does seem as though they are not there and will not play a part at all today. But we will get the confirmation on the team lineups in around 3 hours time. We are 4 hours away from kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you for joining me for this live stream. If there's any more updates in the build up to kickoff, I will inform you. But as always, please do smash the old like button, subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content, and come on, Redman, let's lift this cup. Let me know your score predictions down there in the comment section below. Let's do this, Redmen, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.